Welcome back to the essay Education of the British Protected Child by Chinua Achebe. In this video, we will discuss the paragraphs 16 to 19 of the essay. In these paragraphs, Achebe continues to talk about the hypocrisy of the colonizer. He says how King Leopold II of Belgium, who was notorious for his cruelties committed in Congo, had shown the hypocrisy to say that his army men were protectors of the natives. He calls his people powerful protectors and benevolent teachers whom the natives looked up to. Achebe continues to say that even though the British rulers of Nigeria were far better than Leopold II, they also participated in the scramble for Africa, as all colonizers did. Achebe continues to say that just as all of Europe had contributed to the making of the dreadful character Mr. Kurtz in Conrad's Heart of Darkness, so had all of Europe collaborated in creating the Africa that Kurtz would set out to deliver and that he would merely subject to obscene terror. Kurtz, the protagonist of The Heart of Darkness, is an ivory trader. Even though he is from Belgium, his parents were half French and half British. So it is often said that all of Europe contributed in making the multi-talented character Kurtz, who represented the colonizers. Achebe continues to say that all of Europe actually contributed in creating an image of Africa which was in dire necessity of deliverance by Kurds. And what happened was Kurds came and instead of saving Africa, he committed atrocities. He subjected Africa to obscene terror in the guise of delivering her. Achebe says that the impressive words quoted in the above paragraph actually reminds the reader of the situation of a colonizer who is wounded by the system he had created. While the victim was dispossessed, he had lost his land, he had lost his freedom. The colonizer had to pay a price. They had also paid a price, a seemingly small price they had paid. What was that? It was the loss of the sense of ridiculous, the sense of proportion, the sense of humor. Achebe says that the colonizer actually is unable to enjoy humor, uh, to have that sense of humor. Even as a joke, they cannot tell themselves that they are doing cruelty. They are not actually saving the country. They can't tell that because they had lost their sense of humor. To prove this, Achebe says Leopold II would not have been capable of saying to himself, "Knock it off, chum. This is sheer humbug. You know the reason your agents are over there killing and maiming. It is that your treasury needs revenue from rubber and ivory. That is the reality. But the colonizer or any ruler won't be able to tell that even to themselves, even as a joke, because they are living a kind of hypocrisy. Will the admission of guilt actually free them from the offense they have committed? Of course not, but it may at least shorten the recital and reliving of the painful evidence. While everyone around knew that these people were committing atrocities, they were doing wrong, they will not actually reveal that to even to themselves. So what Achebe says that at least if they had told themselves that they are doing wrong, maybe the recital and reliving would have been shortened. If this is the state of the colonizer, what about the victim? Unlike the colonizer, the victims maintained their sense of humor. Even though disposition is no laughing matter, it is no occasion for humor, they had their sense of humor. They could laugh at their state. In fact, they lifted themselves out of desolation and despair with their sense of humor, with a good account and laugh. And they just by a narrow margin, by the skin of his teeth, the victim saved his humanity by this sense of humor. Because humor is quintessentially, it is typically a human quality. So, this human quality actually saved the victim from complete despair. Here is the glossary for you, some new words from these paragraphs. Please note them down. We'll continue in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.